Good morning. You know, this morning I'm responding to myself and the way that I've been thinking and feeling and acting. And if I said it once last week, I said it probably 10 times to all of the most valuable people in my life. I said it to my husband, to my mom, to my BFFs. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Not just about one thing, but about a bunch of things, separately, individually. I don't want to do it. That's, hey, just to be clear, would you pray for me about this thing? And by the way, I don't want to do it. I don't always get what I want. Do you? You can't always get what you want. Who would have thought that the Rolling Stones were speaking prophecy? You can't always get what you want. I was reading a beautiful portion of scripture in Luke where Jesus takes the disciples to the upper room for the Last Supper, and he so intimately gives them the bread and says, "This is my body that is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me." He had been telling them all along that he was headed for the cross, that his body was going to be broken, that his blood was going to be shed. This is the blood of the new covenant. When you drink this, do it in remembrance of me. What an intimate and poignant time that they had together as they ate and reclined at the table. And in the next verses, you see that the disciples got into a dispute with each other about who would be the greatest. Isn't that just like us? Well, guess what? You can't always get what you want. They're worried about who's going to be the greatest. They want to be the greatest in the kingdom. And Jesus is over here saying, listen, Peter, Satan wants to sift you like wheat. One of y'all is going to betray me, sell me out. There are going to be hard times coming. And guys, I'm going to go to the cross. I'm going to give my body and my blood for you. I'm going to be beaten, unrecognizably crucified. And y'all are concerned with who among you is going to be the greatest. You can't always get what you want, but if you listen to the Rolling Stones, if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. They didn't get what they wanted. I don't get what I want. They want to be the greatest in the kingdom. I also want to be the greatest in my own kingdom. I want to do what I want to do. But they got what they need. Jesus gave his life for them, even while they were talking about how they were going to become the greatest. He was planning the next step, the next step, the next step to give himself away for them. And isn't it the same for you and me as we go into this week, as we start out this day? When the disciples were talking about what they wanted, they were talking about earthly things, but Jesus was working on a higher thing, a greater thing, a spirit realm thing. When I'm worried about what I want, when I'm worried about, hey, I don't want to do this, I'm thinking on an earth level. Jesus is always thinking on a spirit level. He's always thinking, yeah, but what about the one that needs to hear me? What about the one that needs salvation? What about the one that needs to know that I love them? What about the one that needs emotional healing, spiritual healing, physical healing? What about the one? And I'm over here thinking, yeah, but I don't wanna. He's in the spirit, I'm in the flesh. Today, as we go into this week, let's choose to walk in the Spirit. Let's choose to look past what we want. Let me choose to look past what I want and look to what he wants. Look to what he knows is best. Let me choose to stop walking around looking at what I can see and to start walking around knowing the truth of what I cannot see. I'm in good company. Even the disciples wanted what they wanted. Apparently the Rolling Stones did too. But today, as we go into this week, what is it that Jesus is asking you to do that you're like, I don't wanna do it? What is it that he's asking you to do? What is it that you have a funny feeling in your tummy about? Because you don't want to do it. I'm telling you, step in with both feet and do the thing. All of your I can'ts, I don't wanna, I don't have time, that's too much. All of my I don't wanna, I can't, that's too hard, that's too much. They don't amount to a hill of beans. That's just the pushback from forces of evil who know that you taking 2 steps in is going to change a thing by the power of Jesus. It's gonna bring breakthrough by the power of Jesus. Don't believe a lie that you don't want to. Don't believe a lie that you can't. Don't believe a lie that it's not worth it. Believe Jesus, who is seeing by spirit and knows what was and what is and what will be. And he knows what he needs you to do. And he knows you're going to do it anyways. So why not today, as we go into this week, just choose the yes. Just choose the yes. And step from the earth realm into the spirit realm and build the kingdom. And it's going to be a great day.